This year's appointments for your parent-teacher conference are going to be done slightly different than they have been in the past. Google's made some changes to the Google Calendar, but it is actually to your benefit, and it's much easier for you and for the parents. So the first thing you want to do is you want to select a time slot. So I'm going to go to the 21st, and I'm going to select a time slot here, and I'm just going to pull it down. Now, once I do that, it's going to give me the option to put in my title. So I'm going to put in my title. Now I've done that. If I needed to adjust my time, I could adjust it here, but I can adjust it later also. Now, it used to say appointment slots. It now says appointment schedule. So I'm going to select appointment schedule, and you're going to see that it was on my calendar, and I'm going to create a new appointment schedule just for this week of November 20th. So I'm going to continue. And now this beautiful box opens up here. So we're going to start at the top, and we're going to set our appointment duration at 15 minutes. Then we're going to come down to our general availability. So we don't want to repeat this every week. We just want it for this week only. So we're going to select does not repeat. Now that I have this time slot in here for the 21st, I need to add my second date. So I'm going to click add date, and I'm going to select the 22nd. And now it's going to automatically put those times in there, and I can change this. So if I'm going to be ending at 3:30, I'm going to go ahead and change that. So it adjusts it over here. Now under my schedule window, I'm going to click this little down arrow, and I want to make it live on the 21st of October. So we're going to set this to 30 days in advance. And we're going to say that the minimum time before the appointment that they can book it is 4 hours. And booked appointment settings. So under the settings, there are some other options. I don't think we're going to be using any of those, so we're going to skip that. But if I want it to be a different color, so right now, the color of my calendar is purple. So now I am going to select this color, and I've selected green. So now I'm going to hit the next button, and this is where it gets pretty cool. All right, so we have the booking page photo and name. So you can just look and see, and that's basically going to pull your Google information. So it has my picture that I have in my Google, and it has my name. So I'm good with that. I'm going to move down a little bit further to the location and conferencing. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select that down arrow. And because some people may be coming in virtually and some may be coming in person, I'm just going to go ahead and select the Google Meet option, because it's going to provide a Google Meet after they book. That way anybody who's booking virtually will have that link. So I'm going to do that. I could select none and then manually update it, but I think it's easier to do this here. So now that I have that, the link will be generated. If I have any information that I want to put in here for the parents, this is where I would add it under the description. Now, on the booking form is the information that the parent's going to need to fill out. So they're going to need their first name, their last name, their email. Now I can add additional items. So I'm going to select add an item, and I want to add their phone number, and I'm going to require it. Then the next thing I want to do is I want to add a custom feature. So once I've added the phone number, all of my normal features are added. I want to add a custom feature, and I'm going to ask them if they're attending in person or virtually. And then I'm going to click required so that they're required to answer that question and add that one. And then I can add one more item. So I'm going to add another item to ask, and I'm going to ask their student's name. Add that as a required field as well. Now that I've added that, I'm going to move down here where it says booking confirmation reminders. So I'm going to move down there, And the person who makes the appointment will get a confirmation email with a calendar invitation. But I can set up reminders. So I want to remind them maybe a day or 3 days before. So let's say I want to add it 3 days before. I'm going to select custom, and then I'm going to change this number to 3. If I want to add an additional reminder, I can add an additional reminder. So maybe I add it for an hour before. And then they're going to get those reminders on their calendar. And then I'm going to click Save. Once I click on Save, it's going to create my booking page for me. And that is the link that I'm going to share with parents. So right here is where I can click the share button. And I'm going to use a single booking page, and it's just going to be for the parent-teacher conference. And it's getting me a short link right now. And I'm going to copy that link so that I can share it. And then click Done.